just sat here chilling. I've just been chilling on the sofa, just looking at some videos on YouTube and just wondering what to have for my tea. And then I thought I'm going to have a bean bake with some chunky chips, a bit of a treat. So it's like pastry with baked beans in like a tomato sauce, and then some really thick cooked chips. So yeah, I've got a really rubbish oven here. So yeah, I need to keep an eye on the food because food is always undercooked for some reason, no matter what I do. Saying that, guys, it's the same for the microwave. No matter what I seem to do, I put it on for more time, I put it on for less time. The food's always burned or undercooked. So yeah. So I've got my tea in the oven and I'm waiting on a food delivery for yeah, they're gonna bring the food here and then I'm gonna have to unload it. They bring it in like these big green crates, big green containers. Then I just gotta tip it out and I'll sort it out later. So yeah, I'll probably get some nice food. Because I always make a list of stuff that I'm gonna order, but it's whether they've got it in or not. So I'm a big lover at the moment of vegetarian steak. You put it in the frying pan like a regular steak and fry it up. But I've got to be careful because even though it says fry it for 8 minutes, it burns. So yeah, never crank up the heat. But I'm full vegetarian. I don't eat any meat products whatsoever. But I'm probably about 95% vegan, to be fair. I try not to have anything with animals in it. So yeah, it's getting dark now. We've got darker mornings and darker nights, so it'll be dark within a few hours. Luckily, it's not rain, so the delivery can go ahead without any problems because there's nothing worse than having to go out there and fetch all the groceries in, the shopping as we call it, and it's raining. Yeah. But I'm probably just gonna have an early night tonight, probably watch some TV, maybe go out for a nice long walk, and then I'm gonna go to bed. Because I stayed up, so yeah. I had another Game of Thrones marathon. I watched 5 episodes. So yeah. And then I just always flick through the Family Guys they show on Fox. So I saw that one where Angela, Peter's boss, has a crush on him, and yeah, and then I saw that one where Brian and Stewie are trying to con old people out of money to get old people to leave them the fortunes. I kind of really want to watch the Ted movies, Ted 1 and 2. I really love the Ted movies. I saw it before it actually came out on DVD because by chance somebody had got a pirated disc. I didn't do it, neither did any of my family. What it was is our neighbours had got this pirated DVD and it had got the first Ted movie on it. So they said, "Do you want to watch this film?" And I was like, "Oh, okay then." So yeah, and I really love Ted 2 with Amanda Seyfried and Mark Wahlberg, and yeah, I like that concept of sort of animated and real life at the same time. It makes for an interesting concept because I was watching the Transformers 2007 movie, and I like how they do sort of the Transformers alongside the humans. If you haven't seen the new Bumblebee movie, it's not new now. I think it's about a year or 2 years old, something like that. That's a really, really good movie. Yeah, you get to see the old Transformers good sort of, states, like as the old vehicles that they were in the 1980s when it first came out. But yeah, I even enjoyed, when I was a kid, like a little kid, I enjoyed the 1986, or was it 1985 Transformers movie. Yeah. Transformers for me is pure nostalgia, especially the 2007 one, because it's the soundtrack that does it for me. It's got a really, really good soundtrack. So yeah. And who doesn't like Megan Fox? I've had a massive crush on Megan Fox since I knew who she was. Yeah. My next video that's going to be up online from this one, if you follow it up, if you follow this video into the next one, will be a story about my problems with mice. We've had a lot of mice that I've got in the house. So I'll tell you how that happened and how it's going so far. I'm still listening to the little bugger chewing under the radiator. There's a mouse somewhere, but I can't see him. There's still one in that I haven't been able to locate him. So yeah, I think he's behind the radiator, which is like, so where the radiator is, not behind the radiator. I think he's behind the wall that the radiator's on, or he might be under the floorboards. But either way, I gotta get rid of him. I need a cat or something. I don't want to hurt him or anything, but they've done enough damage as it is, so he needs to go. Yeah, I've just put the fire on as well because it's pretty cold. He seems to be alright, sort of like in the daytime, and then sort of late afternoon, early evening, and early mornings it's really cold. So yeah. I'm just trying to think what to talk about now, but I'm pretty much just waiting for my tea slash dinner, whatever you call it, my third meal of the day to cook. It's going to take about half hour, so I gotta go in there and turn those chips over, because what happens is if you don't turn the chips, they only cook on one side. So yeah, so I'll probably plate my dinner up, and then my tea, and then I'll probably eat it. But the problem is he's cutting it close to the delivery time, so I probably have my tea, and then the delivery will come, and then I'll have to put it down, and then get all the shopping in, and then put all the shopping away. So I don't know whether to sort of do my tea and then put it in the microwave, and then as soon as the delivery comes, I can get the delivery out, put all the groceries away, and then I can just reheat my dinner in the microwave and have it in peace. So yeah, I'm still keeping an eye on those subscriber levels. I really do want the channel to develop and grow. I need more subscribers. So if you've got any ideas on how I could get more subscribers, then I'm all ears, guys. I don't just do it for the subscribers, but it really makes my day when I get up and see that I've had one more subscriber. So if you haven't already subscribed, please do so. And to those of you who are subscribed, thank you very much. I really appreciate it. I wish I could add a bit more to this video, like gum chewing. I've always wanted to do a gum chewing video. At least it's quietened down a bit. Normally the neighbours are really loud, and these cars and jets and everything interrupting stuff. So yeah. I also need to set my Wi-Fi connector up. As in, it's not a connector, it's like this little device that sort of broadens my Wi-Fi signal. It broadcasts it a little bit further. So I'm hoping to get Wi-Fi in more rooms of my house, or at least a stronger Wi-Fi connection. It's called a Wi-Fi repeater, a wireless Wi-Fi repeater. So I've got to plug it in and everything, but then I've got to do it in my settings on my phone. So I've got to get that done at some point. I've had it for a while, I just haven't done it. I've had it for about a year. I've got to scrub the shower out as well. Gotta really get in the shower and give it a really good scrub at some point, but yeah, I'm just trying to find motivation to do that, as well as trying to find a way of getting the mouse out of the house. yeah. So I wish my dinner would hurry up so then I can go and plate it up and then I can make a decision whether I'm going to eat it or not. Yeah, so I've got loads of films to watch. I've got the Last Full Measure. It's about a lawyer looking into the case of an American soldier in Vietnam who I think they wanted to give him the Medal for Bravery, I think the Medal of Honor, and they look into his case and examine his case. I've got the second Jumanji, or Jumanji, however you want to pronounce it, with Kevin Hart and Dwayne The Rock Johnson and Karen Gillian. I think her name is Karen Gillian or Gillian, and Jack Black. So I've watched the first one and I really enjoyed it, so I got the second one. So yeah, and then I'm waiting for a film on the 30th of October that's coming out called The Invisible Man. It originally was a film in the 30s, so basically it's like the newer version is her deranged ex-boyfriend fakes his death, but he doesn't, he becomes invisible to stalk her and taunt her. So, yeah. I watched Dracula Untold the other day with Luke Evans, fantastic actor. I love that version of Dracula, I think it's really cool how they did it and how it follows on from stuff. So there's a bit in the end where Dracula's in the modern day, it's set in modern times, so hopefully we'll get a Dracula 2 sequel. Yeah, there's quite a lot of films that I'm looking forward to see. I'm also looking forward in January to Cobra Kai. I'm a massive Cobra Kai fan. So yeah, Cobra Kai season 3. If you haven't already seen it, guys, it was available on YouTube Premium, and both series 1 and 2 are available on Netflix now. So check those out if you're a Karate Kid fan. But it's way better than the original Karate Kid movies. It's got, it's more fun. It's more serious as well. It's more serious, but it's got a lot more jokes in, and if you know what I mean, a really good concept, a really good story. So yeah. What else have I been watching? It's been a long time since I've seen some good films. I'm just tend to watch films that I've already seen because there's not that much out at the moment. I haven't got that good of a Wi-Fi connection to get Netflix until at least probably about 3 weeks, 4 weeks, something like that. So I'll be able to watch loads of stuff on Netflix. I'll just list the films that I want to see and check the trailers out, guys. So there's Freak here about it's about a murderer who switches body with a teenage girl, and he wreaks havoc on the school. Hubie Halloween, everyone's saying what a good movie it was. Adam Sandler, about a guy who's obsessed with Halloween, and an actual murder occurs. It's an actual emergency on Halloween night. Sorry guys if I sneeze, I'm trying to fight it, but if I do sneeze, I'd just fast forward past it, guys. Yeah, so I want to see what other films. I want to see the new Rambo 5. I'm a huge Rambo fan, so I need to see Rambo 5. I need to see The Babysitter 2. I really love The Babysitter 1. Check it out on Netflix, guys. Amazing film. It's about a kid who was terrorised by his babysitters because they formed a cult and they made a deal with the devil. In the second one, they're all evil. They're all possessed and evil. So yeah. What other films? I've got a massive list. I should really read about. Really, I made a list of films I want to see because I'm a massive movie and TV fan. So yeah, I've just got so much to watch, and I need to find ways of watching it, if that makes sense, because I'm already missing out because I can't get Netflix, so I have to wait and then obviously get Netflix when I can. So yeah, let's see. There's a film called Monsters of Men, or or Men of Monsters, something like that, or Machines of Man or something. And it's basically where they create these robots that are designed to kill, like, you know, they're designed to be the elite soldiers, and they unleash these robots on a village, and a special forces soldier, you know, protects the village. I think it's called Monsters of something of Men. So just check that one out, guys. Check the trailers out. Really good. Yeah. What other movies have I watched recently? It's hard sometimes, guys, when you like rambling. You know, my mind just goes blank, but they're on the tip of my tongue. I watched a film called Late Phases. It's a werewolf movie if you're into werewolves. About a blind veteran who moves into a retirement village, and which is terrorised by werewolves, and he basically spends all his time preparing for the next werewolf. You know, that's coming. He knows that it's going to be a full moon, and the werewolves are coming for him. But he's blind, so it's very tense because you're thinking, how's a blind man supposed to compete with a werewolf? But it's really good, guys. Check it out. It's called Late Phases. It's really good. What other films have I seen? What other films? I'm not. I'll get back to you on that, guys. It'll come to me. Yeah. I've seen loads of trailers though, because I want to see a film called. Well, I don't know what it's called, guys, because it's gone out of my head. But it's a film where Mel Gibson. It's a newish one. Just put in Mel Gibson's Santa Claus movie, and he plays Santa Claus, and he gives this kid coal instead of what he wanted, so the kid gets mad and hires a hitman, a professional killer, to kill Santa Claus. I'm pretty sure though I don't know whether he's just acting like he's Santa Claus or he is Santa Claus, but that's the basic gist of the film. Is the kid wants Santa Claus dead. I also want to see a film with Robert De Niro, similar to the one he did with called Dirty Grandpa. It's called The War with Grandpa. So basically, this grandpa moves into to a house with his family. He moves into to the family house, and he takes this kid's bedroom. You know, the kid's been pushed out of his bedroom, so the grandpa can stay there, and the kid basically unleashes like a torrent of abuse against him to try and get him to leave the house. So it's basically the kid and his mates, his friends, versus grandpa and his friends, you know. And it's basically like a war to try and get the bedroom back. Looks really good, guys. So yeah, check out the trailer for that. What other films? I'm not sure. Oh, I watched Hobbs and Shaw. I've never seen any of the Fast and Furious movies. I've seen bits, but I loved Hobbs and Shaw. Jason Statham, Dwayne Rock Johnson make a really good comical duo, on screen, and the fast cars and the dapper suits and the fight scenes, the intensity of the film, really really good movie. It's got Idris Elba in it as well, so fantastic movie. Give it a try, guys. Even if you're not a fan of Fast and Furious or you've never seen one, just watch Hobbs and Shaw. Is you don't really need to watch the others to know who they are. It sort of just it builds a separate story up. I watched Baywatch again, 2017's Baywatch. I really like Baywatch, the movie. Zac Efron, Dwayne Johnson. I mean, it's a very cheesy movie because Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff do make, they do make appearances in the movie, but it's a very cheesy film. But it's a good, not a family film, but it's entertaining, it's funny, it's something to watch. So yeah, it's got a good soundtrack as well. It's got the song Sean Paul and Dua Lipa, No Lie. That's where I first heard it from. As in, I first heard the soundtrack for the movie, and then when I heard it's even better when you can hear the soundtrack combined with the scenes. Yeah. Other films that I've seen. Last night I watched The Hitman's Bodyguard. I've already seen that film, but it was absolutely amazing. Samuel L. Jackson is so funny as Darius Kincaid. So yeah, and Ryan Reynolds. They have a really good on-set, not chemistry, but they really do sort of bounce off each other. And Samuel L. Jackson's just got this this charisma and this on-screen presence and persona. He's just so funny. It's a great story as well. It's about a bodyguard has to protect a professional killer. He has to get him to court to give evidence against this dictator. But yeah, they've got history, so the killer and the bodyguard don't like each other. But yeah, really good film. It's got Salma Hayek in it as well. Yeah. Let's see what other films I've watched since the summer. I watched a lot of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves with Kevin Costner. As everyone knows the soundtrack, don't they? By Bryan Adams. That's a great film. It's got Morgan Freeman in as well. Let's see. I watched Kick-Ass as well. Kick-Ass 1 and 2. I love Kick-Ass movies. I think it's a great concept about superheroes in real life. I really do. I watched The Predator, the brand new one. I love Predator. It's probably one of my favourite films of all time. But now my favourite film of all time is Roadhouse. But The Predator is like my second favourite film of all time. I absolutely love The Predator. The new one, basically, a bus full of veterans are pitted against the Predator, but they're just so funny. It's got so much, energy and charisma and it's just a fresh new take on the Predator. It's amazing CGI and just the jokes and the humour. It's a really good film. Yes, it needs polishing up in certain areas, but it's way better than the Predators film. With Adrian Brody. I didn't like that one at all. But yeah, check the new Predator out if you haven't seen it already.